just to be honest. Need to get past the early game. I'm playing like well in certain parts, and I'm playing terribly in other parts. There's no consistency right now. It's either good and then bad, or bad then good. There's no consistency. There's no consistency good. There's no consistency bad either, but no consistency. Scream Savior. Yeah. Late on my part. Oh, good. Well, the one that survives. Excellent. Worked out surprisingly well. Probably shouldn't have done, but it did. And we can leave the graveyard with that. Nice lack of NPCs once. Ah! Terrible. I was trying to aim for the guy on the right so I wouldn't do the downward strong attack there, but I messed up. Ah. Too early. Mr. X a little too fast there. Okay. Hopefully everyone behaves here. Good. Everyone did behave. Good. Everyone did behave. Good. Good. Side and power, and we bugger off. I'm looking out for enemies at this point. It's not like it matters, this is an area trigger. Okay. Let's have everybody behave in these next two fights, please. I tried to turn, but I didn't. Yeah, I tried to turn because I was actually aiming for the guy at the bottom first, but I messed up and aimed for the guy on the left, which actually slightly worked out. I'd have actually like aimed a little bit better at the guy below, but oh. Still okay. Still okay. Time-wise, yeah, doing okay. Daigo, behave, please. If he behaves, we might be able to get out of here without losing too much time. Bad. Next Daigo. Man, just spun. Ugh, mashing bad, mashing bad, mashing bad. Okay, cool. Oh, not too bad. Can be better. I'm actually going to save a little bit of time. That might actually be a slight gold. Hey, yo. Nice. A little surprised that's a gold. Didn't think it was that good. There's a legit gold. We take those. Oh, Peacock, this guy's mom. Grab the bike this time, please. I'm honestly surprised I didn't mess that menu up. I wasn't too confident with my confirmation press there. It was a little on the weak side. I thought I was gonna miss it, but nope. Looked out.
Huh?
I don't know why I still walked into him when I had all the room in the world to get past him.
Boy.
I might do a little bit of Dead Rising after this if I still feel up for it. Because like we were supposed to do it yesterday, but obviously that didn't happen. Yesterday was Frank Thursday, now today is Frank Friday. How I feel about Frank Friday. What I'd like to do is Dead Rising 1 all bosses, but just I need to practice queen duping, because last time we did all bosses I lost like 12 minutes to fucking failing every single instance of queen duping. Shame I could have had. Yeah. What? Alright. I don't know how I missed that guy like twice. First time, yes. Second time, no. Yeah, I should have got too close to Kurokawa. I kind of want to just do, like, all bosses for DR1, because that's one category I haven't done that much in, but I would quite like to do that. It's just, the last trick of the game is, like, really fucking hard to do. So. 6.9. Nice. Alright, out of 3. My aim for this is just to be ahead going into chapter 4, like not saving time, because like I don't seem to be able to get close to my PB for chapter 3, but just be ahead of pace going into chapter 4. That'd be nice. Glad I got a little bit of buffer in terms of time. Okay. Good set piece, please. Good set piece, please. Man, walk towards me. Hey, I need that spinning sword. Well, at least it hasn't gone through the floor. That's the important thing. It's still spinning. There's a lot of spinning weapons in this room right now. I was aiming for this guy. I was really hoping I'd get all of them, but oh. Shame. That could have been much better than it was. That was actually a decent setup, like, lineup-wise with the enemies, but just, I didn't connect well. Why don't I try and skip that? Try and skip that. Alfim, don't be creepy like that, please. Don't ever say stuff like that. If you ever say stuff like that to a streamer, you need to stop watching streams and you need to go out. Touch some grass. Sword broke. That's not good. Yeah, we just have to use a switchblade. That's not good. That's gonna make this a bit slower. That's gonna make all this slower, actually. That might be end of the run. I'm gonna have to, yeah, stab them and then I guess kick so far goes. Bollocks. Oh well. Not good. Not good. Not having that sword actually really sucks. I should take care of all them with that, at least. Still not ideal, but... Why did none of the enemies actually, like, aggro? That was weird. None of them threw their swords, their knives at me. I'm glad they're not throwing swords at me. That'd be pretty fucking bad. But yeah, that was very weird. Huh. But, oh well. This isn't going well. I'm interested to see how much time we lose due to obviously not having the wooden sword. It's kind of why I'm still pushing forward and haven't just restarted, to be honest.
Just in case I was to have a new year in advance.
Need 2 seconds. Hold on. Oh, this is not good. I got 1 gun, so that's not too bad, but too much running around. Add lobby. Got a gun at least. Alan Vixen, thank you very much for the 18 months, I appreciate it. Someone forgot to hold L2. Person was me. I forgot to hold L2. Shit. So, heat attack came out and I was like, that's not supposed to... Oh, wait. I need to actually manually input attacks, don't I? No. Despite having knife, I'm not going to lose too much time. I'm going to lose time. That's a shame. Actually, that could have been really good had we kept the sword. Had I actually managed to keep the sword, I might actually have been ahead coming out of this. Barra, thank you for the raid. How did the PSO go? I saw you. Did you get close to sub 2 yesterday with Thingy? Again, I was hoping to be ahead in Chapter 4, like, not ahead of, like, my actual time, but, like, ahead of, like, PB time. I'll take 0.2. It's fine. It's the best we've had all day, so... Well, hopefully the PSO went well. Hopefully the PSO went well. You're joining us through probably the best K2 attempt of the day so far. Which for a guy that's currently struggling with high blood pressure, that's not too bad. That's a bad fight spawn down there, but it's fine because this is an area trigger coming up. For those who don't know K2's run, there are two types of triggers, area triggers and confirmation triggers. The next one, no, Jesus Christ, my minion's bad. The next one is an area trigger. What that means is I need to get to a specific area, which is this building on the right. Because of that, if I'm in the middle of a fight, it doesn't matter because it will just cancel out the fight. For a confirmation trigger, that's going to be the next one coming up where I'm not allowed to be in a fight. Otherwise, I can't progress the story. And obviously that confirmation trigger is being able to hit the confirm button, which gets disabled if you're in a fight. This fight spawn here is easy to deal with. Walk into the MEB, look at it de-aggro, and then we just walk past it. They'll re-aggro, but they won't get into a fight with us because we're too far away. Easy peasy. Hey PKmon, hey Akidadi. Hope you're both doing well. It's up to armor shot, man, so this 4 minutes HPS, that sucks. For those who don't know, you should be following Vera. If you want to see a run that is way more horrifically RNG than any of the actual Yakuza runs, even the turn-based stuff, go and look at Fantasy Star Online as a run. I don't like this man walking towards me. He's in the very wrong place at the wrong time. Get off your phone. Jeez. There's 2 HP boxes, or 2 text boxes tied to Karu's HP like that one. The second one happens when Karu's HP gets to half. We can get to half by basically hitting 1 NPC, but we really don't want to. And we also want to avoid this guy on this corner because he will start talking to us. Do not want to talk to people. Yeah, there's your 1. It looked like I hit the guy on the right. I actually didn't. I only hit the lady on the left. Now we have a big, long shopping segment that I somehow fucked up earlier, so I'm going to have to concentrate at this a bit. So I'm going to do the explanation of it as I go through so I don't forget anything. So we run in front of Don Quixote and we speak to this guy. The middle option gives you more money, but we don't need it for the run. As soon as he says, don't be such a stick in the mud, you can skip the rest of the dialogue. We're going to go into this small little car park here for a locker key. This gives us a spirit tome to give us more experience for spirit. That's a lot of NPCs spawning up there. Thank God I don't need to get rid of them. Bottom taxi option for this one. If you're down to 1 or less muscle soda, you have to use the vending machine on the right there, which you can't see at normal FOV, to make sure we get enough muscle soda for this chapter. We need 2 muscle soda for this chapter for the rest of it. In this room, we want to specifically go under this sofa. We're currently on a time waiting segment. There are 2, I believe, 1.5 minute segments here, where you get a phone call afterwards. So we want to do specific things in this time to be able to get stuff for the rest of this chapter. That way we can skip the latter half of this chapter in the speedrun. I'm going to grab this. This is a Blood Cake Chainmail. Raises our attack at the cost of our defense. Doesn't matter. It will later, but doesn't right now. Attack up, good. Defense down, bad, but not a problem until we get to about the mid-game. Imagine taxiing to the right place this time. If you're a newer runner, I highly suggest going under the right-hand side of the bridge here for a coin locker key with a gun with 3 shots. You need at least 2 pistol shots for this run, or skips, or at least 1 for a skip and 1 to make a bit, guaranteed to get through fast, because it can be a little problematic. So I have 1 gun on me right now, so I will want to try and find another gun at some point. Run over here for this gold plate. We now should have 2 gold plates from the one in Chapter 2 and the platinum plate from this chapter. We go into Ebisu here, sell those plates. Should have around 477, yep, 1,000 yen. And then we are coming up to the end of this time segment in about 15-ish seconds, so we need to get to where we need to go. Which, this has all been meticulously routed to be able to get there just in time. Actually, what he's doing lately. Yeah, I know Vera's been after, specific, is it fire rifles that you need to go fast? And then I know, obviously, is it the dim rifle that has the insta-kill that's not behaving well lately? Once we get the second phone call, this guy now stocks the key item bandages. You don't have to buy a healing item here, but it does help for the mid to end game, just in case you get a certain hit from a certain boss cough, tiger's cough. Also, all of this is very meticulous for our sprint stamina left, as you can see in the top left. Up by 2 for this taxi. CFV isn't fucked. Yes, there is rumorings, hearsay, one might say, The higher FOV doesn't actually help out that much with the finale. So, as always, whenever anyone brings, you know, certain things to the table in the speedrun scene, we need cold hard evidence. So, time to practice and do runs. But don't forget to go to the Mahjong Parlor, dumbass. Because I know what I'm like. I'm going to forget to go to the Mahjong Parlor. We need to go to the Mahjong Parlor to start off the next bout of story. In OG2, you can skip this entire section by speaking to this guy 15 times. That unfortunately does not work in K2. They took that out, which is a massive shame. It's not something that was well known, although I guess it was because it was in the Patrick's Game FAQ guide, but it's just one of those cool little things where if you speak to that guy a bunch of times in OG2, he gets so mad at you that he tries to punch you. Great. But in K2, we have to do this bit, which is kind of nice, actually, because we do have to go open up the coin lockers, and this is, like, the perfect time to do so. So, Junker wants us to catch something from the UFO catcher. We're obviously going to do that by saying no. Nope, let's cancel out. This is a bit that can kill the run with a specific fight spawn or two. Is that no? That's bad. This guy is in a really bad position. Fuck, that kind of kills the run. Good, lucky. So you can use confirmation prompts like vending machines. You've got a little bit of time before the actual fight starts. Ideally, I would have been able to run a bit further than that, but unfortunately not. It's fine. So I lose a little bit of time to that. Yeah. This fight is a little RNG because one of these enemies can sometimes just not get in a group with everybody else. It is as simple as grab the sign, swing the sign, muscle soda, and boom. Yoshi did not pay his taxes. Again. The coin lockers. Spirit Tome. Okay, chainmail. And that sword. And we leave. You can't use your menu straight away after using the coin lockers. I do at some point need to use that. Equip. Nope. Sword. And then equip. Chainmail. You lose your speed a little bit when going downstairs, so that's a good time to do your menu there. This guy for the story. Nope. And now we go back to Junker. This way is the quickest way. On the mini-map, because you can have a really, nasty fight spot. Actually, that's not too bad, because it's going the way that we want to go. As long as it doesn't see me. That's... you just run past. If this was Judgment, you would not get away with that. But thankfully, this is K2, so you do get away with that. K2's fight aggro is actually really nice. K2's fight aggro is actually really nice compared to a lot of Yakuza games. I really like K2's fight aggro. It's really, really nice. It's like the perfect blend. Like it a lot. Shadow and Fire. Thunder as well. Shadow in your PB yesterday, but only Shadow. Ooh. So, that bit we have to do in K2. You can skip it in OG2. Fun fact, this next bit is not skippable in OG2, but it is in K2. So we speak to Asaki. It's your call, 1,000 yen, which is down to 371. And this is the entire reason as to why we were going around getting money, is because we can actually skip this bit with enough money. Make sure you don't miss menu here, otherwise it's the end of your run. As I unfortunately found out the other day. Cool. This fight kind of sucks, you need a little bit of luck here. Most Mahjong Jambalaya fights in the speedruns are rough. Unless your name is Yakuza 0, at which point you're quite nice. But we have to hopefully hit as many of these enemies with the spin as possible. So we want them all to gather up, hopefully. Very nice. Very, very beautiful. Very, very nice. Such a good fucking fight. Such a good fucking fight. Alright. Come the fuck on. My menuing is terrible today. I had high blood pressure today, so my hand-eye coordination is like way off. Now, that fight spawn I'm probably not going to be able to run past, so what I'm going to do is refill my muscle soda here, because the bit after this bit is a area trigger. Ideally, you'll either use that vending machine or that one on the right there. Either one works, either one is fine, but you have to keep an eye out for just your fight spawns, and if they are a little too close to you down there, then you have to use that first one. It's been a while since I've had one that actually blocks me off, but there we go. And now time for Cabaret. Cabaret, good fun. Trouble is, in the speedrun, Cabaret loses you time. Therefore, we don't touch Cabaret whatsoever. It's a 3-minute break segment. 22:05. I think I lose a little bit of time in this chapter, but not too much. That's not too bad. It's definitely not too bad.
また来ちゃったよ。
お客様。
待たせすぎだろ。
Yo, SUO1. Thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate it.
待たせすぎ。
Geo on the runs.
Thank you. Thank you. Do need a little bit of luck. I think we finally got actually a decent run. This is like pretty much the first decent run of the day. I think what I'll do is I might just carry this on as a no reset at this point. That way... Yeah, that way we can at least get to the end game.
いらっしゃいませ。
どうも。
お客様。
遅えぞ。
We can get to the end game and actually, you know, see whether or not the FOV does help or not.
ようこ
It's been interesting doing a run with default FOV. Like, it feels weird. It shouldn't feel weird, you know, being at the default FOV that we're at for every other run, but like, we've been doing max FOV runs in K2 for what must be like,
遅えぞ。
fuck, 2 years now? Must be 2 years at this point, surely. So, yeah.
そいらっしゃいませ。
また来たよ
お。客様。
遅えぞ。
I kind of wish I refilled my water bottle in this part. Do I have time?
また来たよ。
I have a minute and a half. I probably have time. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it.
ふざけるなよ。
いらっしゃいませ。
よろしく頼むよ。
お客様。
まだかよ。たくよ。
いらっしゃいませ。
お
お客様。
いつまで待たせんだ。さ
ようこそ。
楽しく行
フ
こうか。
ォーシャインへ。
まだかよ。
Yeah, fuck it. Enough time. Whew. Oh yeah, for those who joined late, I
よう
got.
こそ。
Remember when we set up that throne account?
遅いよ。
Uh,
早いな。
Someone bought me 16 boxes of noodles.
いらっしゃいませ。
Fucking Toji bought me 16 boxes of fucking noodles. I have a lot of noodles now. Christmas is saved.
乗ってんな。
Nudes
いら
were
っしゃい
saved.
ませ。
来ちゃったよ。
お客様。
Who would have fucking guessed?
また
we never, that was literally, I set up my throne account as a fucking joke. Completely forgot about it, and Toji fucking remembered this entire time.
フォーシャイン
And Toji bought me noodles. So now I literally have a box of 16 noodles. So I'm eating well for the next couple of days.
ようこそ。
また来た
フォー
で。
シャイン。
I don't know if that level of sodium helps with the high blood pressure or not, but we're gonna fucking find out. Hey Rose, I hope you're doing well. Here nudes, yep, I'm giving out free nudes. By nudes, I mean noodles. I'm giving out a lot of noodles. Who wants some noodles? Time save? Huh. I don't think it was that good because we missed the guy, Yoshi, but sure. Ahead, so I can't complain. And I have like 30 seconds of time save in this chapter if things go well, so you know. No complaints. If I can have some nice fight spawns around Kamurocho, that would be nice. It's not a nice one. I might be able to sneak past them on the left. It'd be tight. Good. I was a little worried about that. For some reason, this phone call, it does act as an area trigger, but not if you're getting into the fight when the phone call happens. I've had that happen a couple of times. It's a pain in the ass. So you want to make sure you try not to get into a fight going into that one, but... Okay, so just need to remember. Sprint 1, EXP gain 2, weapon 1, and then like, attack even. Attack is weapon, I suppose, but you know.
Ah.
Camera. Sword. Dagger. Make time. Boy, I wish we could grab one of those miniguns. Imagine being able to grab one of those miniguns. Shindo wouldn't stand a chance. Shindo would have problems. Do I want to use the nameless on the assassin guy? I think I might do. Or I could just keep it for the Colosseum like I usually... I'll just keep it for the Colosseum. Okay, so, first big level up. Sword out. Soda, drink your tomes, yes. Oops, sprint 1, XP 1, XP 2, second 1. Slow menu. Ideally, you push him away from the 2 bodyguards, because the 2 bodyguards can kick him away from your actual range, even with a strong thrust. It's very frustrating when that happens. Okay, now we do the shopping for Kaoru. Which, fun fact, if you're an OG2, you've already done the shopping for Kaoru. That's a fight spawn. That's gotta go, because it's walking towards me. If it wasn't walking towards me, I could have pushed past and just gone straight to Don Quixote, but unfortunate luck of the draw there. Again, if you accidentally get a... whoa. Not the red binding. No. That was old science. That was bad science. We tried a lot to get the red binding into the run and the red beads because they made a attack set. But the problem with that is in the run, we need a very specific amount of attack to not push the final boss into their final phase. So having the set bonus together and getting the extra attack actually doesn't work in our favor. Our attack is actually very, very specific in this run for reasons. So. Okay, I'm gonna get interrupted by Kamaki's people on the way out, which is fine. Thankfully, that cutscene gets rid of any fight spawns down here, which is nice. Don't have to worry about them on the return trip. Yeah, I have a bunch of time save in this chapter just because of one thing that happens in this chapter, but unfortunately it can also go horrifically wrong. Earlier when I tried this with mouse and keyboard and lost time to menuing, I got a 49, so I'm a little upset about that, because that would probably be like a 46. So, not using mouse and keyboard. I was hoping that mouse and keyboard would make it a little easier to kind of control like an RTS. God, no. God, no. Absolutely not. No. No. So if I could have the luck like I had earlier, I would very much appreciate that right now. So your box, it was like a month from expiration. I should check the expiration date on these noodles then, because I haven't actually like checked the expiration date on them. But we'll see. I'll use Nameless for the first 2 for Discreever and Gary. Walk forward a little bit, then Frost. I'm a little shocked that missed. That's not ideal. Because this should be a very, very easy Colosseum. In terms of Colosseums in speedruns, this is probably one of the easier ones. It's definitely up there on the easier ones, but you want to move forward a tiny bit between like each Frost to make sure you don't miss. Like I did. And not Nameless for Majima. I need to keep the Nameless for the next chapter. Very important. This fight, nice and easy. 2 hits. Leave it. Don't do anything else. Make sure you do the QT though. You'll see how much damage we do during this QTE. Your muscle soda damage goes through your QTs if you're not aware, and you'll see. Yep. I just have to hit Majima once. Usually I'd put the sword away, but for speed I just kind of want to hit him. And Majima can do that. If you're unlucky, Majima can do that. We don't like using the strong thrust against Majima. When we started doing this run, when we started doing the weaponry route, we tried the strong thrust against Majima. Majima just dodges. Majima just dodges. So, light attack. Yeah. Smell it first. Yeah, here's the problem. I have anosmia. Don't know what anosmia is. It's a lack of sense of smell. Never had a sense of smell in my life. Has that gotten me in problems before? Yes. I can count on 2 hands the amount of times I've drunk expired milk. I can also count on 2 hands the amount of times expired milk has fucked me up. Strange coincidence, that one. Massively strange coincidence, that one. Almost like they're related in some way. The trouble is, we have a gas cooker. So the downside is obviously with, you know, a lack of a sense of smell. If the gas is left on, that's not good. But the good thing is, because of that, I've trained myself to be extra vigilant when it comes to the fucking gas oven. I always have a method that I do to double check that the fucking gas is off. Let's hope for a sub 50-second clan creator, because that will save me a bunch of time. Great tracksuit guy there. That's a little too far, but it's fine. Initiative. Whereabouts are we? About here. I should have that. That's a good first wave. We'll take that. Gun guy doing a good job today, for once. I'll level Nishida up once. Hopefully Nishida doesn't miss anyone. Fucking dead! A gun guy. Send help. The tracksuit guy is not doing anything. You can go there. Bad. Nishida fucked that up. Yeah, Nishida fucked that up real bad. Just have Nishida basically block everybody off in case they try and get through. Oh, he's aiming for the single. That sucks. I need a great tracksuit guy up here as well, but like he's... yeah. Was starting well, now not going well. Those two take care of the majority of them. He's in behind just in case, as you can see. The tracksuit guy, you can go this way, it's fine. Not good. Very not good. You want to level Majima up, but it's fine. 56 is fucking terrible. That was all really good apart from one wave. That sucks. That sucks. That's about the roughly gonna be the same time as my PB, so... I might save a tiny bit of time looking at this, but I don't think I will. Ah, it sucks. Clan Creator is one of my big time save moments, but it's so random. It's so RNG, it sucks. The big problem was the fact that Nishida locked onto one of the enemies down the bottom part, and unfortunately that was the one enemy that Gun Guy aimed for, so when he died and fell backwards, Nishida didn't hit any of the other enemies. So, unfortunate. And then obviously a bunch of enemies got through, so yeah. I can save so much time because of Clan Creator, it really sucks. I have a lot of time saving the next chapter as well. I think between this chapter and the next chapter, I have like probably around 45 seconds in total of time save. Note to self, one gun from gun corridor. It's not massively important that I get it, but it'll make the end game go a lot smoother. Still ahead somehow. I'm kind of surprised about that, but I have so much time save in that chapter if Clan Creator goes better than that. That sucks. But yeah, this chapter I do have time save in, so if we just concentrate on this chapter, we should hopefully get some good time save out of this. We do need a good set piece. But we'll see. Oh, damn Clan Creator. Always Clan Creator. Yuya interrupts us as we leave, which is fine. Thankfully, Yuya despawns any enemies, which is good. Appreciate you, Yuya. Out of the way. I wasn't sure about that guy, which is why I was still like kind of straight instead of going slightly left. We want the alley here because we don't have to deal with the guy with the bouncer missions up ahead. And this is about the same time as long as you don't bounce into anybody. In OG2, it's just the second option you need to do, but in K2, you have to do every single option. This is an area trigger, but watch out for the guy on the right here. He is a sub-story. It doesn't matter if, like, that fight spawn gets into a fight with us. That's unfortunate. Here, ideally, Kaoru doesn't kick one of these enemies away. She can do, which is unfortunate. She can also help. That's terrible. Thanks, Kaoru. I needed that help because I fucked up my second hit. Second hit, I wasn't close enough. That's That's shenanigans, thanks to obviously changing the FOV. Oh, Shangri-La's gonna be a pain. Fucking hell. We need a little bit of luck in this next fight. This next fight is basically going to be a fight where we get backup if this enemy and this enemy are both alive. So ideally we can get the both of them together if they walk together. We need to use the Nameless Katana for this. Nope. I've had so little luck with these two lately. Guys can come in. Yep. So, weirdly enough, if you kill every enemy, like, at the specifically too fast time, that guy can spawn in and potentially soft lock the game. You have to be, like, perfectly precise on your time. It doesn't happen to that many people, but it did finally happen to me the other day. Sucks. No fight spawns? Yo. Like that. You usually get a fight spawn going down here, so no fight spawns is nice. Just run straight to the point. This hasn't been the best of chapters so far, but I can have a good set piece still and save time. So. We're going to start by getting our nameless out in a second. Forward. X for the first encounter with a man in black. Get our sword out. One hit. That's actually unfortunate because I need 2. I guess I won't get my weapon out and I'll just punch instead. Because we needed a weapon to strong thrust through this barricade so that we could... I should have got my weapon out. I thought it was a free hitter, but it wasn't. So we can grab that saw. That's going to lose me time. It's been a bad chapter. Up here. Punch enemies. Wait. I think I needed to, yeah, heavy attack them. Or, like, light charge. I do need this gun. I do need that gun. It's very important. Need that for later. This has been very bad because I, for some reason, just messed that up. Punch this guy. Watch that guy. Made up for it there. Still bad, but made up for it there. That's weird. I felt like I just did no damage for a second there. I messed up. That's why. Hey, Man in Black is back. Thankfully, he's going to go down just as easily as he did earlier. Sword out as we get sword out, muscle soda, and... Oh. The nice thing is I have a lot of this wooden sword left in case something goes wrong here. So we're a little bit hopeful that we don't use too many hits up on this wood sword we're about to get. We want this guy's sword. So, it broke. That fucking sucks. Instead, I'll grab this one. Okay, there is that backup one. Usually you get the 2 of them together, so I did that too early. It's really bad. This has been a bad chapter. Too sloppy. As long as we're keeping hold of the sword, we'll have it going into this phase. You want to give the Man in Black half a second here because he has iframes. So move a little bit towards him so you don't miss thrusts. Once he's dead, throw the sword. Grab the gas cylinder. It's very important you get that before he gets up. And then we pull the Daigo, where we basically don't want to knock the Man in Black too far away, so we go to the side of him. Thankfully, he doesn't actually, like, guard or dodge at the start, so you have plenty of time just to do this, and then this. And then tell the game that, hey, he is on 1 HP. Fill heat, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's a shame. I could have saved so much time. Sucks. Oh well. Those weren't my 2 biggest time save chapters, but they were 2 of my bigger time save chapters. So, look at where my gold time is for this chapter. That sucks. Just too sloppy. Too sloppy all around. Too sloppy all around. I still saved a good chunk of time, but I can save like another 15, like 20 seconds. Just too sloppy all around. Oh well. Still ahead. Can't complain too hard. Still decently ahead as well, importantly. I hate... Who put tasks as the first menu? The person who put tasks as the first menu in this in Yakuza 5. I would like a word. I'd like a word to ask you, why did you feel like that was important? Like, having the map as the first option instead of, like, the back button or the touchpad. I can understand that because of the older games. But tasks? Items would have been nice. Thanks. I feel like item should be your number 1. Like, your number 1 menu, like the first menu in any of these games. But nah. Nah. Asks. Anyway, watch out for the police in this section. 2 of them are to my left, which is good. The last one is ahead of us, so they're not a problem today. way. Ah. Ah. Hey, so for this chapter, we should have, I believe it's 2 muscle soda left. 3? 4. Actually, 4. I'm lying. 4 muscle soda, 2 Poseidon Power. That's the actual drinks that you want. If you have 4 muscle soda, 2 Poseidon Power, then you are on the fast drink route. Don't have to worry about getting a replacement set of drinks at one point in this chapter. Anything below that, you will have to get replacement, which, frankly, there's a good time to get a replacement set of drinks, but ideally you don't because it's a little far out of the way. We're on to Bantam. We still have the Poseidon Power on from when we were carrying Kazuki. Also, Date's a ghost. Ooh, spooky. Thanks to normal FOV, I get to show you spooky ghost Date. Up close and personal. Let's go. I haven't been able to show you up close spooky ghost Date in such a long time. And now we run halfway across the back Kamurocho again. That's why having this Poseidon Power here is very nice. Hopefully no shenanigans this time, unlike the last time we did this run. Because they definitely messed up with this next fight last time. Spooky Ghost Date with us this time. It is so weird playing this at default FOV because everything is obviously like the size that it should be, but it feels so zoomed in because of that. I'm so used to max FOV K2 runs. So used to it. This is Kim and Choi. You only need one of them to go down to 1 HP, but most of the time you get them both down. Run forward to grab the table, spin the table, muscle soda. That'll get at least both of them down to half. That'll get them both down to 1. This QT would get at least one of them down to 1 HP. At this point, fight's over. Just time to feel the heat. Sometimes, coming out of that QTE, the game won't think they're in feel the heat range, and you have to hit them once more with the table. That's why you'll always see me, like, move a tiny bit towards them, just in case. It's very rare they don't get put into their feel the heat, but it is a thing. So you should have 2 Poseidon Power. If you do, you have 1 here. 3 Muscle Soda is good, because we need 2 more for this chapter and 1 more for the next start of the next one. Need the 2 Poseidon Power for this one, so again, you should have 3 and 1 at this point. If you have 3 and 1 at this point, you are on the fast drink route. Which is good. Congratulations. Very good. And over the back. We're going to use the table. Hopefully everyone gets into a good position here, because if they do, you can actually take them all out in like 1 table hit. Nice. On the right, it's a little bit problematic, but I'll take 2. Honestly, I'll take 2. If that guy hadn't moved too far to the right, that would have been a 1. That's a shame. But yeah, use the muscle soda for that guy. Or for that enemies. Poseidon Power. This is the last Poseidon Power that we'll need in the run, because the next time, every little bit now before we get our next sprint upgrade basically has enough in sprint 1. This one on the right is fine. If you get into a fight here, this next one is an area trigger anyway, so it's actually okay. From Tenkaichi. This next fight, this next sub-story, this is avoidable in OG2. It is not avoidable in K2. As you can see, it's an area trigger. Hopefully they all stick together. They haven't been sticking together in my last few runs, so... Ooh, they're sticking together today, though. Good stuff. Usually it's Lee or Moon who decide to just walk away, and then I'm just left looking like an idiot with a sign. But thankfully, nice and smooth. I don't know if I'm saving time from this. I feel like I'm not, but not too bad. I always stagger when I get to the top of the stairs. Nice gold. 2 seconds. Let's go. Good stuff. Could have been a bit faster if we had a better Bantam fight, but I'm not going to complain. Legit gold. So we have, at this point, 1 muscle soda left, which we're going to use at the start of the chapter. And I need to do a specific level up, don't I? The fight spawns? Hey, let's go. Level 2, and then attack 130. Get a text or an email from Granny White that we don't care about. That puts her in the top right part of the city. Or is it Sotenbori? I can't remember if it's top right here or if it's Sotenbori, but it's one of the 2. Doesn't matter. We are done with Granny White for K2.
ここの50階エレベーターは向こうだ。
I'm gonna bounce down the stairs because yes, sure, why not? Wooden sword up in the cab, that's all I got left. Finally, you know, yeah. There's a legit story reason for it, I swear. So in this part, all the enemies are gonna spawn behind us, or basically behind where the camera is. So what we're gonna do is we're going to specifically attack certain enemies, and then turn the camera, and then turn the camera, turn the camera. And this is gonna spawn them in specific areas. Unfortunately, that didn't work, so I'm gonna go after this guy and hope they all go after Karu. Apart from this guy. Bad. This guy did not spawn in. This guy just, his AI, as you can see, just broke. That sucks. That's gonna cost me a little bit of time. Anyway, Hayashi. Hayashi. Okay, so Warden Sword thrust once, heat attack. Hit him as he's standing up. Do the QT, look at the damage that we do. There's a multi-hit QT. And muscle soda good. Spam to put away your weapon. Hopefully you have the time. Sometimes you have the time to do it in that little bit. Sometimes it doesn't give you the time. Which this, it didn't give me the time. But hopefully we have put our weapon away. The idea of this next bit is to do a charged light attack. Because that's going to give us enough hyper armor to push through Hayashi trying to fuck our shit up. This fight is very hard in OG2's run. There's a nice method to do it in OG2's run, but it can actually go a little awry. Hopefully, all done. See, Hayashi does that. And a normal punch would not stop Hayashi. So sometimes you just have to, you know, hyper armor through it. At this point, as fun as it is, we don't do this QT. We do this QT, it takes longer. As fun as it is to punch Hayashi, no. See you in Yakuza Dead Souls, Hayashi. No bounce. No lucky bounce. That means we're not getting a PB today. Okay. And at this point, if you've been keeping track, you know that all of our soda is now at 0. No Poseidon power, no muscle soda, but we're thankfully right next to the vending machine that gives us soda. This bit is an area trigger. If you're on base PS4, you do not want to run into the area trigger if you're in the middle of a fight. If they're alerted onto you like this, it's fine. If the fight starts, it's not fine. If you're on base PS4 and you walk into this cutscene in the middle of that fight, you have a very high chance for your console to crash. I'm not even kidding. It's replicatable. I've done it multiple times. I don't know why I don't do light attacks for that, because clearly light attacks are the way to go. This guy gets close to the barricade, because you can hit the barricade at the same time. My positioning was bad. I was really hoping I'd hit him into the door as well. That was not good. Spin. 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 Oh god, bad. Because if you're good enough and quick enough, he doesn't jump out of the way. Still don't know how to get that spear over there. Keep seeing it, but I have no idea how to get to it. This guy first, then the guy on the right. You might think the two together, but they stay together long enough that hopefully you can push it towards this. I'm going to blame FOV shenanigans on that, even though it wasn't. That was on me. 2 hits left. Perfect. Like that. Put this one away. Go inside. Grab this crowbar. Start spinning. Take care of everyone before your muscle soda runs out. Very good. This. Bounce off this corner to throw that quicker at him. Run backwards. Grab sword. Don't put it away. Run backwards. Break this. Put it away. Because otherwise that'd take the 5 hits that you saw earlier, but then it just takes the 1 thrust. Punch door. You look at the bottom left of the screen, you'll see exactly what we're going to be picking up next. It is, of course, crowbar. Thankfully, the enemies at the back are already weak, so we don't actually need to take a muscle soda for them, so we can delay the next muscle soda. Usually you can be closer than that to be able to hit them. Just going to do a normal attack on you, and then spin on you. Again, hopefully everyone is close enough here that you can just, like, spin at them. Breaking the door. This guy is one of the most annoying enemies in this entire set piece. Spin at him twice. Hopefully you're in a good angle to take care of him. Try and avoid hitting that crowbar on the floor because you want to grab it. There are 2 crowbars in the room, so if you do accidentally break that crowbar, there is a second you can get. All of this is on a time limit to try and stick hold of this muscle soda. I've not been doing the last half of this that well, unfortunately. I'm losing time in this chapter, for sure. Look at my splits. Shame. Shame. Oh well. That's a gold? Nah, fuck off. Nah, fuck off. That was sloppy again. Nah, fuck off. That's a legit gold, but nah, fuck off. I very much disagree. Wooden crowbar gun? Wooden crowbar gun. That should be the, I need for the start of this next bit. Special incantation. Wooden crowbar gun. Wooden crowbar gun. X skip, not start skip. Wooden crowbar gun. This one's going the other way. Good. I have to defeat them, or is it just easier? All of them, which ones? The enemies that I killed in that set piece are the ones you have to kill. There are some enemies you don't have to kill, like obviously the guys with the guns, like standing across like the pits and stuff like that, you don't have to kill. Which is nice. Same in OG2, actually. You don't have to kill all the enemies in there in OG2 either. You can actually run away from more of them in OG2, weirdly enough. Wooden crowbar gun. So, wooden crowbar gun. Hashimoto returns. Remember him from chapter 2? The pain in the ass guy in fucking Cadbury Grand? Now the fucker's got a sword. And he's hyper aggressive. He's one of the most hyper aggressive enemies in this run. So you really want to stab him now. Fuck you. Oh fuck, now he's gonna dance! He's gonna dance! Wow, actually Daigo helping. Not good. Ideally, you hit him twice. The error that I made was not moving slightly towards him after the first frost. So that basically put too much distance between us, which rendered me unable to hit him, obviously. So, my bad. Pretty much my bad. Refresh our muscle soda. There's not much of it to get, but this will make it so that we don't have to do our muscle soda pre... the end of chapter 12, or the middle part of chapter 12. As long as we don't waste any, which I am wont to do sometimes. But we should have one of our 2 guns equipped for this bit, as you saw earlier. That's going to be for speed tech coming up here. Note to self, we don't level up here anymore. Don't try and do it. Thank you very much. Also, just run straight to the taxi. We have enough sprint. Thank you. Doesn't look like there's a fight spawn down here, which is nice, but just in case you walk into the entrance of Don Quixote. Hey, Panda. Thank you for the luck. Appreciate it. Hey, GK. Hope you're doing well as well. Well, it's lagging. It's not my end. I've got no drop frames, so potentially your end. Hey, note to self. Start using that crowbar that you've got here, yeah? So before we walk in, we want to use our muscle soda, because we're about to lose the opportunity to. Now, do not kill all the enemies here before the logo disappears. Otherwise, this bit soft locks. You are fucked. I don't know if I want to use the oak wood katana here. I'm gonna. Again, that's me not moving forward after my frost. I know better than that. I know much better than that. Very upset at myself. No, way better than that. I know way, way, way better than that. Alright, now time for MILF Hunter. Here's Shindo, hunting MILFs. Unbelievable. So, what we're gonna do to teach him the error of his ways and to tell him fuck you for standing in our way in LAD Ishin, I'm gonna grab this sofa and hit him in the fucking face with it. Fuck you, Shindo. We used to not want to see Phase 2, but unironically, now we do. Get your wooden sword out. Do not throw the sofa, because if you do, you will hit that sofa, and then you will lose that for the end of the fight. Why are you on the left? What the fuck just happened? Well, shit. That's fucked up. That's not good. That's bad. Oh, well, no Shindo skip for us. Heat attack. Heat attack. I just have to heat attack him. That's going to lose me a bunch of time. Huh. Why was he so far on the left? Am I going to get there in time? Fuck you, punk. I was gonna say, if the game doesn't recognize me and feel the heat, I'm gonna be very upset. Terrible Shindo fight. Gonna lose time. Did not get to do Shindo skip, which also means I now have a spare gun. Can I use spare gun anywhere? No. No, I can't. So what you're supposed to do there is shoot Shindo from the balcony. But for some reason, Shindo was in a really weird position, which meant that actually Shindo didn't want to take his heat attack. So fuck Shindo. I'm not sure to block us initiation. Neither can I. I honestly thought Shindo stopped giving us problems after Yakuza 2, but no. RGG said otherwise. The only thing that I'm hoping for is, one, is the conversation doesn't block the entire road, or two, if it does start a sub-story, that we can get out of it quickly. Or three, it gives us a really good reward for the run. That would also be good. That would also actually be good. I'd also take that. Anyway, fuck you, Shindo. I hate I'm gonna lose time here. That sucks. This was pretty good up until this point. Grab Sofa, hit with Sofa. That's the end of Shindo. Okay. Just a bad chapter overall. Bloody Hashimoto giving us problems. Shindo failing his own skip. I've never seen him that far to the left. Never. And even though I don't think it is the FOV, I'm going to blame the FOV. How the fuck was that a 14-second gold? Ew. We take those, but ew. Ew. I don't know how to react to that outside of just ew. How do I gold with not getting Shindo skip? Ew. I don't actually understand how that happens. Ew. Anyway, please don't give me the run-ending fight spawn. If I get the run-ending fight spawn, I'm gonna save load. So you're not gonna push it. Because we're actually, I'm surprised I'm this far ahead. Like, what? I'm very curious as to my sum of best after this run. If heaven forbid something goes, like, wrong, I'm very curious on my sum of best. Good, no, fight spawn. Fuck yeah, let's go. I still have a boatload of time in Osaka Castle as well. This run has had, like, some really weird, not great bits in it, but this is a good run. Which is weird. So, yeah, that should be the one and only fight spawn that gives us a problem in the run, outside of maybe Tenkaichi later on. But that one usually isn't a problem. Shouts to the florist actually being behind his desk in K2. He's not in O2. In OG2, he's on the other side of the desk for some reason. Florist, please. Just go back to the champion district. There can be a problematic fight spawn on the way back here, but it shouldn't be. As long as I just pay attention to my mini-map, we should be okay. There usually isn't. That one is not what I was expecting, but it's fine, because its aggro will stop me getting into, like, any other fight spawn aggro. With it being quite early, though, I will have to be a little careful. I'm just going to go on the streets over with that guy. Yeah, this fight spawn, for example. Haha! I did it again? Are you kidding me right now? That's why I saved time in the previous chapter. That's why I saved time. That's a fake gold. Yeah, you're right. It's a fake gold. It's because, so... I don't want to get booze. I want to talk to this loser. From me as a loser to this loser. Get your fucking life in order, Takashi. Holy shit. So, I'm going to lose a boatload of time in this chapter. Also, my attack is way higher than it should be at this point. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm actually genuinely curious how that's gonna work against the fights in the next couple of chapters, including the man who says a very rude thing about Kaoru. Have fun giving him the sword. And also Sim. I'm gonna have a good time against Sim. Hi, this is not an area trigger. Thankfully, there is this. Good. Good. That vending machine has saved me a lot of times. I'm so happy that vending machine is there. When I played this casually for the first time and saw that vending machine there, I was like, what's the point of that vending machine? I've never said that once in the speedrun. That vending machine has genuinely saved my life. As it just did. I'm upset, so yeah, don't get excited by the 41 seconds ahead. We'll see the actual time where we are in the run, you'll see it after this. So don't get too excited about that. I think we're gonna have lost a little time. I think we're gonna be about 15 seconds ahead of PB, unfortunately. I hope we're obviously a little higher, but I don't think it's gonna be that high. Also, I won't have to level up quite as much for the Obitarian either. So that'll be interesting. Now I just need to not make mistakes. I still have a decent chunk of time save in the run. I have a little bit of time save in the finale. I have time save in Osaka Castle. Just Osaka Castle. The really hard to be consistent at place. Thank God I didn't speak to the comedy guy. I was a little far to the right than I would like to be there. I do like the fact we can speak to the bartender from the side there, because I don't think you can do that in OG2. I might be wrong. That fight spawn is a little awkwardly placed, so I'll get rid of it. Actually, this might be an area trigger. I might be getting confused with Kurokawa. I think I am getting confused with Kurokawa. Yeah, I am. I one-shot the final fight of the chapter. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about. Hopefully. That'd be nice. Hello, I have a crowbar. At least they got together. At least they got together. Yeah, we'll know in a little while what the actual time of this run is. Fake golds all over the place. It's a shame because I don't know how to fix my splits with this gold outside of just erasing it. Or the gold of the previous chapter, apart from erasing it. Shame. We'll see how this attack upgrade is for this bit, because if the attack upgrade for this bit is pretty good, then we could also just, you know, do the sprint and attack upgrade chapter. So, we'll see. I don't think I'm going to one-shot the final fight. I think it's going to be a 2-hit. I'm hoping Satoshi's friends go down in 1 hit. That would be nice, but I don't think they will. I think Satoshi's going to take 2. I think the ads are also going to survive on like 1 HP. Ideally, they don't. Let's find out. Yeah, here comes that time loss look. Alright, let's see. Oh. Shame. They all at least were in a good position. I'm happy with the position they were in, but yeah, no. Shame. I'm curious as to how fast this chapter's gonna go, this next one. Okay, so 12 seconds is actually a lot better than I was expecting. 12 seconds is actually way better than I was expecting, so this run is actually still pretty good. That's not bad at all, actually. I went the wrong way on my menu again. That's the menu after this one. I love it when the NPCs don't actually spawn in, and I wish they would do that a lot more than that. 10, 100, 109, 5824. This is the one I go down, and it's for South City. Yeah, thank you. 10, 100, 109, 5824, and 10, 100, 109, 5824. Hello, sir. 10, 100, 109, 580. 10, 100, 109, 5824. 10, 100, 109, 5824. I've been messing this menu up the last couple of runs as well, so it'd be nice if I actually get good menuing here. 10, 100, 109, 5824. Good. Much better. Much better. There we go.
Oi.
Hey. Saw. Oh. Entering Comian. Photo. Saw over our quotation marks used gun. I'm interested to see if I kill this guy in 2 hits. Nope. Even with that late attack upgrade, just no. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Because if that actually took him out in 2 hits, I would have considered doing like a little bit of an attack upgrade for him, but nah. That's a massive shame. Almost forgot where to find Santa Claus. Folks, it might be a little past Christmas, but say hello to Santa Claus. Look at him. Look at him chilling here. What a lad. Who knew Santa was part of the Yakuza? Explains how he's able to break into people's houses and leave them gifts. Hello, Sim. Go fuck yourself. Crowbar time, baby. Sim behaved. It's a Christmas miracle. Oh, damn, I saved 0.2 seconds. Let's go. It's an actual Christmas miracle. Fuck you, Sim. Now time to lose the entire run. Crowbar over knife. Well, actually, statistically, that's correct. The crowbar does actually have way more damage than the knives in this game. For the most part, there's pretty much like one, I wouldn't say like ultimate weapon for every single weapon, but like in the finale, there's Mifune's Kadachi that is like really, really strong as a knife weapon, but they ain't got that, and I ain't got that. We ain't getting that. But crowbars have a disgustingly good amount of attack. I remember when I was laughed at for accidentally picking up too many crowbars in this run back when we were routing the weapon list. Who's laughing now? Still me, because I had no idea what I was doing back then. But still. Crowbar's good. If you're wondering why I'm in first person, it's because we have been stabbed. So we act slightly drunk here, so we move a little less erratically in first person. Also, you want to be very careful. Obviously, the fight spawns to the side, but also these lampposts. These lampposts can teleport us backwards. God, I wish I was joking. I'm not. Also, it's the one time the game heals us, so we really want to be careful and not, like, hit too many NPCs. There's no text boxes unlike when we were carrying Kaoru. It's just HP for the future. Video game. Don't teleport me backwards on nothing. Thanks. Thankfully, I accidentally picked up extra healing items earlier, so I'm good if I do walk into NPCs. I should honestly walk past the sign on the left there. That doesn't really save me much time going to the right. You have to push the sign out of the way. It doesn't cost you HP. It just costs you like a little bit of time. Anyway, I don't have as big an upgrade to do in this chapter now because of shenanigans in the previous chapters. So this will be interesting. So earlier I alluded to it a little bit in that we need to do a specific attack upgrade so that we don't do too much damage in the run. But we need to do just enough. So we need to get up to 174. That's it. That's all we gotta do. It's really weird because, like, obviously that would take a lot longer than usual if I didn't mess up my attack level up earlier. So that felt weird because it felt like a lot shorter for, you know, the reason that it was a lot shorter. I don't like these NPC spawns. It's highly likely a fight spawn in the golf center. Oh, hey, look. Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? Goodbye. Yeah, sure. Frankly, with this attack, you can see we do more than half HP to this guy. There you go. Alright, Kurakawa. Fight spawn here. Got to keep an eye on my minimap in case. Yeah, there's one on the river. This is an area trigger, so I'm not going to risk this fight spawn. I am going to get rid of it. Also, if you're wondering if you ever seen a Yakuza 6 run and you saw the CC Lemon in there, in this game, CC Lemon is an EXP drink. It is not an attack drink. The attack drink you want is Muscle Soda. Muscle Soda is an attack drink in 6, but it's way less hits, it's not time-based, and it's not as strong as CC Lemon. Bad hits everywhere. Bow, bow, bow. Bad fight. Kurakawa. Okay, so that should be good for the crowbar now. It's one I dislike, but it's fine. I can just run this way. Skip through the front of the Grand. Thankfully, I didn't start thinking about OG2 at this point and thinking, hey, how the hell do I get to Senseijo? Alright, Topher, appreciate it. Hope you all also have a good New Year's weekend. So there you can see that we have just enough attack to take care of Itaki in 2 hits. This Muscle Soda needs to last us for the start of this next set piece. So what we need to do is replenish our Muscle Soda now for up until the penultimate chapter. Beautiful. And then our taxi's over here. Alright. This is where we either save time or lose the run, basically. Let's find out which. Want left D-pad. Out of my wooden sword. I'm doing very good at my weapon remembering this run. I think I've finally got the new weapon route in my head perfectly. Probably should have done a strong attack there, but it's fine. Oh, you are giving me problems again. That's too many hits that I would like to use on this sword, but it's fine. I'm a little worried in terms of hits left. The Muscle Soda on I can do light attacks. That's also a shame, so I want to hit those two at the same time. I basically am hoping for good multi-hits coming up here to save my hits. Which is not happening. 3 hits left on this sword is bad. Really bad. Yikes. I have the other wooden sword if I need, but this is not ideal. I've used up way too many hits somewhere. Creator, then you, then you, then you, then you, then you two, and you two, and you two. I'm considering just replacing that sword right now, but should be fine. Don't want to use my sword. I have 2 hits on that crowbar left, right? Ugh, this isn't good. I need to kill Kaneda in these 3 hits. I don't think I can do that. Especially not when I do that. This room is gone terribly because I've messed up my weapons. Come here, you. Okay, save, but not good. Am I going to want to use a Muscle Soda here? I probably am, because I don't think it lasts the entire fight, does it? I think Muscle Soda-ing just in case is smart. We're losing time in this chapter for sure, I think. Time? Yeah. Oh my god, my game didn't pause, that's bad. Thanks. Could you fucking not? Was that the double? I swear I heard the second hit. If that was the double, that's really good. I don't think it was. If that actually got the double, we might actually have an actual strangely fast fight. Show me no HP on this tiger. Show me no HP on this tiger. If it's got full HP, that sucks. And also I need to dodge to not die. Fucking double tiger, let's go. That's the only thing that saved me time there. Holy shit. I don't even think I'm saving... Nah, there's my gold. I'm gonna save a tiny bit of time. I can save so much more time than that, but that was a bad set piece. It saved time. It saved time. I pulled a Shen, fucking finally. Imagine if that's the strat, is getting intentionally hit by the first tiger to be able to line them both up. Kind of want to experiment with that. I kind of want to experiment to see whether that actually would be the strat. Oh. Because it would keep the first tiger down there, and then hopefully the other tiger would walk along like that one, but it's coming after you. Like most enemies do at the start of a fight. I don't like how this sounds in my head, but it sounds like that might work. I think I might need to do some science. Also, lunging 50 billion times. It's true. It's very true. Very true. Alright, so highway is going to save me time or lose me time, much like Osaka Castle. For highway, it is crowbar, nameless gun. Oh, nameless gun. This guy calls me a Gramps, which that's not very nice. I'm going to hit him with a sign. So we want to run through the middle of these enemies to try and keep them all together, because otherwise they can move away. Please grab the sign, Kiryu. Thank you. And spin. That's a good angle. 6 muscle soda left means I don't need to get any more before the chapter penultimate before the finale. I'm going to sneeze. Apologize. Merry Christmas. Usually I would reach over and mute my microphone, but I could not there. That's why I apologize ahead of time. Oh, leave me alone. This is a good run. Leave me alone. This is a weird run. Like, if it PBs, it's actually, like, pretty good in places, but there's so many, like, weird little oddities that happen. Like, obviously, double tiger, missing Shindo skip. I'm not sure if I want it to PB. I mean, I do want it to PB. I haven't PB'd in K2 for a long time. So it would be nice to PB in K2, not gonna lie. Man, it seems to be in the way. My movement right now is actually kind of sloppy, so I've got to be a little more careful than this. Come on, nameless gun. Thankfully, I have spare gun. Well, I need a gun, but... Hey, if I miss my first shot, I'm going to be very happy that Shindo skip fucked up, to be honest. Okay, please fight spawn top left so I can go straight to the taxi. Ooh. These stairs are a little slow. That's not ideal. Okay, phew. I'm pushing fight spawns right now, and I should not be. I've got to go fast. Alright, the highway here is another one of those that's like reasonably consistent, but it can mess you up a little bit. So... I'm hoping there's no shenanigans here. Please, shenanigans. Please be shenanigans. 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 You know, shenanigans. So the nice thing about K2's highway is that we have the power of physics on our side. There are no walls. Walls are a suggestion. They do not exist. You're not the guy I wanted to grab, but it actually worked out reasonably well. Yeah, sure. Don't ask. Crowbar nameless gun. Stay together. Not a good start to it, but that was decent. So the whole reason why we have the second gun is for that guy in the truck, because he can't actually be reached via walking methods. So we have to... This is a bad setup on my part for enemies. So we have to hit him in the best possible way we can, which if we have a gun from earlier... That wasn't ideal. No, I don't want a weapon out, idiot. It's going to mess me up time-wise. If I was on the man in black, I'm not. I might have to second Muscle Soda, which would suck. Let's get to him in time. If I'm walking over Kim. Oh, God. Yeah, you fly off. Terrible. Oh, my God. I'm losing so much time. Terrible. Terrible highway. I'm going to lose like a good 15 seconds. Oh, that's fucking terrible. Oh, that's goddamn awful. That's mostly because I fucked up. If I hadn't accidentally pulled a weapon out, I'd have been able to grab him straight away and just throw him off the truck. Also, a waste of Muscle Soda. That's not the problem. The menuing for the Muscle Soda is. I should have equipped my saw, actually, in that menu. Wait, where's my nameless? Also, I think I forgot to get quick step cancel. I'm quite confident I've got to get quick step cancels. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because I ain't going in my level up menu again. That's a terrible highway. That's a god-awful highway. Oh, that sucks. It's gonna lose me a bunch of time. Fuck. Alright. Alright, Kurahashi, it's time for you to behave. Ooh. This gets despawned. I'm just gonna have to hope for the old-fashioned everyone gets together for the last hit of the saw. Just gonna have to hope for that. That's the only thing I can hope for at this point. Speaking of... I'm just gonna have to hope that everyone gets together post Feel the Heat. Do me a favor. Don't be a jackass. You're a jackass. You're a jackass. You're a jackass. Go that way, please. Thank you. Fuck you. So I'm hoping that all the ads get together here so I can hit them all with the saw at the same time. If they do, that'll make this a little faster. But yeah, I'm gonna start losing time any second now. We're not even gonna get out of the fight. Fuck, that highway was terrible. Thank you. That saves me a tiny bit of time, at least. Yeah, look at that time loss already. Ouch. Terrible chapter. There's still time save to be had, but PB in danger. He fears on Bob being in nearly every game. Bob is in none of the Dragon Engine games. That's the problem. RGG are cowards and won't put him in the Dragon Engine. I only lost 12 seconds. Great. Say only, I'm trying to stay positive. Bob is in none of the Dragon Engine games, which sucks. If they remove Bob, Edo period Bob, Bakumetsu period Bob from bloody LAD Ishin, I'm gonna start a riot. Love you, RGG, but you don't take my Bob away from me. Bob is in the OG games onwards, but he's not in any of the Dragon Engine games. He's in this game via text, but actual model-wise, he's not in this game. He has not been in any of the Dragon Engine games as an actual, like, NPC you can see and, like, go and say hello to. He's in this game technically via text message, but he is not in this game. As far as I am concerned, that don't count. Cowards. Bring me Bob. Bring me Bob, you goddamn cowards. You do need HD Bob. Goddamn cowards. My HD Bob. So yeah, hoping, because he's the guy. Oh, one enemy didn't despawn. Fuck you. Fuck you, my dude. He's now it spawned all these NPCs. He's the guy that gives you your DLC in OG Ishin. So, considering OG Ishin or Ishin itself doesn't have cell phones to give you DLC anymore, they need somebody to give you DLC. Bob, 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 bob. Fucking Bob, swear to God. I was hoping that fight spawn behind me would have seen me. Please excuse me. There's a fight spawn all the way at the end of Tenkaichi, which is coming this way, I think. Oh, it's not. Good, fight spawn on Tenkaichi? Oh my God. Miracles do happen. Holy shit. That'll help. That'll help with my time a little bit. Oh yeah. This Unreal instead of Dragon Engine. I mean, here's the thing. They are still updating all the models for LAD Ishin, even if, like, you know, most of it is, you know, quotation marks, the code for the game is literally, like, taken from Ishin and put into the Unreal Engine, but they are updating, like, the models and stuff. So if they are gonna put Bob into LAD Ishin, they're making a new model for him. They need to do some way to give you the DLC, and I hope it just isn't your room in the inn, because it could just be your room in the inn. And that would suck. That would really suck. But also, at the very least, if this run does PB, there's a lot of time save in this run. Because of the dumb shit that's happened in practically every chapter. I'm trying to hit it intentionally. There. I don't think I have a practice save for Osaka Castle either, unfortunately. I think all of my practice saves are either early game or like literally the end of the game. Well, my Amon practice save, which, yeah, that was not necessary. Wasn't necessary at all. Amon dies. It's called Muscle Soda. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to take these last couple of fights. I guess I'll start with the saw in Bantam. I don't think I have that many hits left on the saw, but at least it will take care of that one guy really nicely. Also being a little careful with my menus, because I know what I'm like, and I've gone and taxied to the wrong place here a couple of times in the past. Just taking a little extra half a second just to make sure. This guy. I think I saw him. That's not a muscle soda. My game did the thing where it doesn't count an input. Oh, I was hoping that I would hit that guy as well. That's a little hit too late, and also I actually kind of doubt the credibility of that hit. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, fuck me. I'm not gonna say my arsehole tightened up, but by God did my arsehole just tighten the fuck up. Mmm. Mmm. Table. Run's a roller coaster. I want off this run's wild ride. Yeah, I'll table this one. I had to make sure I was in range to hit him, but not too late that he would get up and guard. This muscle soda stays until Stardust, so yeah, we have just enough. Oh my God. I don't like that. That started the fight. That started the fucking fight. Oh, I am pushing this run to its fucking limit, and I should not be. All in the name of trying to PB. Fuck you, Oshiro. Nice double. Good fight. Good fight. Fuck, you know. I'm not gonna risk running across Kamurocho, even though it can save me a second. I probably should, but I'm not gonna. We're ahead by a good margin, so I think we play this as safe as we possibly fucking can. Note to yourself, don't you fucking dare forget your muscle soda. Get my muscle soda, I'm gonna be mad. Okay. Also, this could fuck up and we could get the fight spawns in this finale bit. With the default FOV. So it could all just be over already and we don't know it. We're gonna find out. Why we're doing the run. Be very upset if I don't PB after this though. Okay, so we're gonna do this the safe way. The safe way is to run to this vending machine, get muscle soda, and then taxi where we need to go. It's a little quicker to run across Kamurocho because you don't have to wait for the menu for the taxi. But that's the only reason. This way, as you could probably guess, is a lot safer because there is no chance of fight spawns. Now we wait 3 minutes while I stare at this door. I cannot be helping my blood pressure, not really. No, not really. It's been a long time since we PB'd in K2. The trouble is that it looks a lot more impressive because of Chapter 9, but that Chapter 9 gold split is not a real gold because of forgetting to upgrade in that chapter. So. The downside is I don't know what to do about my about my Chapter 9 split. I just have to like get rid of the split in my summer best. Oh. That's a very good door. If you're wondering exactly why I'm doing this, because there is actually a reason why I'm staring at this door. We have to wait literally 3 in-game minutes for a phone call to be able to progress. OG2, there is actually a thing you can do to progress this faster, but it's not there in K2, or it's not doable in K2. For this, by going into first person, we stop Kiryu's AFK message that tells you what to do in the game, and that can also stop the timer. So, by going into first person, we don't have to worry about messages or moving or doing anything like that. You just stand here and look at the door. Great. Actual speed tech. I'm not even kidding, this is actually speed tech. Technically. It's not losing time tech, so therefore it's speed tech. Hey, it's better than Final Fantasy VII Remake's door on PS4. Much more textured. Not much more so, but it is more textured. Yeah, if I'm ahead like this, I'm not going to risk running across Kamurocho. I need to save a lot of time. Yeah, I'll run across Kamurocho. It'll only save me like a second. Because the trouble with running across Kamurocho is, yeah, sure, you don't have to menu for the taxi, but you have way more chances to get into a fight spawn. So you do have to be very, very careful of that. But if you get lucky and you don't get into a fight spawn, you save a bunch of time. Just like seconds or a second and a half, not like super amount, but enough. This is Silent Hill 4. Thankfully, it doesn't quite have the level of RNG that Silent Hill 4 has. It has its own RNG, but fuck Silent Hill 4 RNG. Good luck with the corridor of doors. Thanks, Eileen. Should be coming in any second now. That's a big tuna bowl. Come on, Daddy. We gotta go to camera PBD. Okay, baby. You have to be careful one more time of fight spawns, which there is not. Thank God. So I can just go straight there. It's down the bottom, but it's going the other way. So we need to get out of the way. Lost a third of a second because of bouncing off that one pedestrian. Alright. So the finale here is a little rough. It can actually, you can lose your run right at the start of this finale. Oh. Okay. So, those enemies down there, and these enemies over here. Sometimes they have a little bit of a tendency for one of the enemies to not actually run towards you. If that's the case, then the run's over. I'm actually not joking about that. So, here's hoping. So we're going to grab the sign on the right. So obviously we can hit all the enemies with this. Soda. Good. Moon. Good lad. Moon is usually the one that doesn't catch up. And we're now going to use what we like to call the one weapon route. So this Darkwood sword is going to be the majority of the weapons that we use in this finale. We'll be replacing it at one point for, like, obviously 3 hits, but this is going to be the weapon that we use for the vast majority of this bit. Nice. Very nice. Very smooth. Very quick. Ideally, we want to go through the right-hand side. There is an enemy on the right-hand side there called Seo. We need to get his attention specifically. Because otherwise his AI breaks, he doesn't, like, actually run over, which he's not running over right now. Please do not. Thanks. The Jingwon Mafia members have a tendency to dodge quite highly, so you want to be a bit careful. This bit is very important to try and keep our muscle soda through, so we have to use an extra one here. Double. And the double. And heavy attack. Nice push forward. That helps a lot. Good. So with this breakthrough, throw the sword because we don't need it. We want... Thank God that didn't break it. We want this sword here. Put that away for our final few boss fights. We want this sword here, which we also want for the final few boss fights. Put that away. If we need healing, there is a healing item. It's Toughness Infinity in the middle of the road here. We don't need that. What we need is that final sword up there, which is another Darkwood sword. I'm going to remember to do my equipment in not this menu, but the one afterwards, because I might need my spare weapons just in case something goes wrong in the next bit. I could do the menu here if I wanted to, but I am a little worried. Actually, I have plenty of Darkwood sword uses, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it. Hopefully we can get a good angle for these two. If you can, they will both go down to this QTE, if you can hit them both pre-QTE. So this is the bit where we usually have the high FOV for to stop the enemy spawning all the way at the end. So now I have to very much hope that, you know, they don't spawn in. I don't know if I need to run forward because I usually like taking out these enemies first to like get a good chunk of them out of the way. Bad. So I'm running forward here to let obviously them spawn everywhere but ahead of us. It probably went a bit far there. Ow! Mate! Huh? That guy with the gun up there is going to be a problem. He's so far away. Most of these gun enemies are. That should be everyone. So I can now do my weapons. It's fine. Sword there just in case. This guy was really out of the way. That sucks. This next bit is kind of a problem because if the enemies all have grenades, and if you get hit with one of those grenades, you're going to drop the weapon that you have. Because it doesn't belong to you. That was a... No again! This man and his ability to fuck up my PBs is unheard of. I might use the sword on the man in black because it should be stronger than my Darkwood sword. I still have like 3 hits left on it. 7 hits? Oh baby. Buckety bye, man in black. And mash. Right, so everything we've done in terms of like leveling and stuff has all been building up to this bit. We have very specific attack values so that we don't push bosses into their final phase at the wrong time. Can only be one dragon. This dragon has muscle soda. Ryuji 2. We're gonna start with our Chinese saber. See in Ryuji 1, it's gonna go exactly the same way. So, saber out. Hit him once so that we get heat through the heat attack. Hit him as he's standing up, and that's the end of the fight. Good fight. You can actually skip one of these QTEs, but it doesn't really save you that much time. Because we have so many hits on our Chinese saber, we just want to attack Ryuji here. Give him a second because he would like to dodge like that. Now comes the moment whether or not Daejim Kim gives us the bollocking. Fuck you, Daejim Kim. Fuck you, Daejim Kim. Daejim Kim can actually ruin this run right now. That's the problem. Fucking Daejim Kim. we kind of hate this next boss with a passion. The strats we have for him now are much nicer than the strats we had back in the day. Because Daejim Kim is a pain in the fucking ass. This man can literally end your run, both in OG2 and K2. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our wooden sword out, and we're just going to attack him. If we get the ads, it's nice, but we want him dead. Good. Fail this. Do this. Now dodge backwards so we don't get into the field of heat, and kill the ads. Good fight. Fuck you, Daejim Kim. Fun fact about Daejim Kim. Daejim Kim is one of the bosses that can break out of that field of heat, and if he does, he can shoot you dead. Tigers can also break out of field of heat. Found that out like 2 months ago. Fun, that. I didn't have fun. It was in a live marathon. Cool. This is the reason why we only have 174 attack. So, this boss, we are literally perfectly primed 1 attack point prior to not push him into his final phase. It's going to look just like Ryuji 1 and 2, unironically enough. So, Chinese Saber out, Muscle Soda chugged, stab once, heat attack. Because we've only got 174 attack, we don't push Ryuji to his next phase. Hit him there, and that's the end of the fight. Right, you don't fuck up the QTs. Fuck up the QTs. Sometimes the game doesn't register that you hit Ryuji here, so sometimes you have to do a little extra. Nice finale. Fuck yeah. Yay! Good time save. Ends the song, that's it. PB. First K2 PB in a long fucking time, let's go. Oh, let's go. Still have a lot of work to do with that run, but goddamn, nice time. There was so many things that went stupidly wrong for, like, no reason in that run. I'm gonna look at the song best in a second. It's gonna be a bit skewed because that gold in Chapter 9 is a bit of a fake gold because of forgetting to, like, level up there. So we'll have to erase that at some point, but I'm curious if I've got a sub 134 summer best now. But, hey, actual legit sub 135 now. Majima Saga attempts. I mean this kindly of you, and I know you know that I'm joking. Fuck off! Hey, Majima Saga. FOV doesn't help. Well, we didn't get any spawns there at normal FOV, so yeah, looks like you don't necessarily need max FOV. I'd like to dedicate this PB to finally going back to normal FOV. Did it change anything in the run? No. It literally changed nothing, but hey, I'd like to dedicate it to it. Clearly that's the reason. It's not the reason. I actually just played well for once. I didn't actually, if I'm being brutally honest, I didn't actually play well in this PB. We fucked up Shindo Skip. Thumbs up. Fucked up Shindo Skip. We had a weird Osaka Castle where the actual set piece itself was bad, but we got the double tiger hit. I don't know how I compensate for that. I don't know how I compensate for that at all, actually. Does this make me actually sub-tap now? Because me and Tap used to go back and forth with this, like, a whole bunch before. Does that make me sub-tap? Hey, it does. Nice. I'm finally sub-tap. I am sub-tap again. This is my call-out post to Tapioca. It's time to come back to K2. Or Yakuza 3. I know you were talking about Yakuza 3. I'm okay for you to come back to Yakuza 3 as well. Yeah, like, God. You're wondering, world record is a 131, by the way. So it's like way, way fucking better than this. Way, way, way fucking better than this. It's nice to get K2 PBs again. It's been a long fucking time. We'll have to skip these end credits in a second because the end credits do mute your VOD, and I kind of need this VOD now. Yeah, my summer best should hopefully be sub 134 at this point. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. But yeah, I'll have to figure out what to do with that chapter 9 gold, because that is a fake one. So, unless I just decide to do the level up in chapter 10 from now on, at which point that chapter 10 gold is unassailable. Figure out what I do. I don't think I want to level up in chapter 10, because as you saw, it didn't exactly give us any benefits for chapters 10 or 11 or 12. Up until obviously the Libertarian, which is the start anyway. So yeah, I don't think I want to. If it did a difference against Takashi, maybe Satoshi even, then maybe. But they all still survived, which sucks. Otherwise, yes. But yeah, it's a shame. Usually, I'll tell you what, I can play the rest of this cutscene. Usually, I can't if I mute it. So we'll mute it when the DMCA song comes on, which is in about 5 or so seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sure. Sim? Okay, I got my timing wrong. Frosted. There he is. Goodbye, Sim. I'm not doing the voice acting this bit, because the last time I did the voice acting for this bit, it did very inappropriate noises for eventual kiss. In fact, speaking of voices for this bit. There you go. And I guarantee you, that's the sound effect that they use in this scene right here. No memeing. That is the sound effect that they use. Was that bird up? Fuck, that was the wrong button. That's the button I wanted. Fuck. Was that actually bird up? That's the sound effect I wanted. Fuck. Bird up. There's a story behind Bird Up. Bird Up was because I was playing in Discord for a friend, God of War Ragnarok, and I was going after all of Odin's ravens, and every time I get to Odin's raven, it'd be fucking Bird Up. Oh. Fuck, I thought that was that sound. I don't know what's on my bloody soundboard. I know there's one thing on my soundboard that I'm intentionally, like, not actually done, and that's this one. I really want to suck on Kaito's supple tits. Also applicable to that ending scene, because if you watch Kaoru's hand, she is literally copying a feel. Look at where her hand is. She is copying a feel. Don't blame her. Don't blame her at all. Don't blame her at all. Supposed for reset and undo chapter 9.1. Really, that'd be nice. I'll figure out how to fix them later on. She isn't copying a feel here. She's kind of just straddling the gunshot, which has probably gotta fucking hurt, you know? in the scene before this one, she literally, like, cups on, like, Kiryu's tit. There you go. I just love that shot of Majima and Nishida in the park, because poor Nishida is constantly hounded by Majima. And it's just kind of nice to see the two of them, you know, having a quiet moment when Majima isn't trying to kill Nishida. You know? Yeah, I can't believe everyone died in that finale. What a shock. The rest of the Yakuza series after this point is a fever dream. Yeah, I can't trust that guy either. Kashima's so surprising because you don't actually fight the guy. You don't fight him in OG2, you don't fight him in this either. Like, he just kind of turns up and is like, haha, I'm taking over the evil plan, and then gets shot. It's like, yeah, okay, cool, bye. It's weird because, like, one of the biggest changes from OG2 to K2 is that Takashima's actor is really young in OG2, but in this game, he's actually quite old. I think he's a face actor, I might be wrong, which is why he got replaced. As in a face actor in this game. But, yeah. Everyone is replaced by clones. I would believe that. I actually believe that. Why does Date have to be so sexy in the Dragon Engine? It's not fair. God fucking damn it. Look forward to more Date sexiness in LAD Ishin. You should play LAD Ishin. Been a while since I said those words. Yeah, but she stole his old look. That's, you know, that is actually kind of true. You know, that is actually kind of true. He does look a little like him, doesn't he? He also stole his ability to be a giant prick. Fuck you, Ibuchi. Hey, Kaoru, nice to see you. Hope they don't write you out of the series. We have a strong female character in our series. What do we do? Quick, write her out. I have a few issues of how they treat Kaoru at the end of this game, but I do like how she starts off as like a really strong character. Do the same to Mikiko, I'm gonna be very fucking mad. Can we die on the way back to our home planet? Yes, it's the CIA. See? Exactly, it's the end of the series. End. No Finn, there's no to be continued, that's it. Everything's a fever dream. Dream conjured up by Ichiban Kasuga. Just didn't know it. But yeah, as you can see on the right-hand side, that's that attack right there, that 207, is literally the perfect attack to make it so that we don't push Ryuji free into his final phase. You literally, if you get one more little bit of attack, doesn't matter how, be it from obviously like a piece of equipment or from leveling up to 176, you will push Ryuji free into that big long cutscene a little early, and then you won't get the one final hit as he's standing up. So you want to make sure that you actually just stay right there, which is 174 in terms of attack, and then the red binding and the rusted chainmail. We did try for the longest time, going into this bit, we tried for the longest time having the red bindings and the red beads that you can get at Don Quixote, and then just like unequip them near the end, or try to like get the right attack for it by the end, but no, it just didn't work. No, it just didn't work.